Welcome to the Check-In Report. I am your humble host, True and Livin, and this is the Check-In Report. Today's topic, we are here to talk about Jonathan Majors. He's in the news today. The surveillance video has come out. If you don't know Jonathan Majors, he's facing a criminal assault trial. Who's the accuser? His girlfriend. His snow bunny girlfriend, Lily White, pink toe, if you will, respectfully. But she has taken him and accused him of assaulting her. You know, she posted pictures of her ears being bruised, and she's claiming that Jonathan Majors put the paws on her. And in the surveillance video that has coming out, you see Jonathan Majors hitting the Forrest Gump, if you will. And we're here to talk about it. Is Jonathan Majors really the victim here? Is his ex-girlfriend pulling an Amber Heard? Or maybe Jonathan Majors, is he the abuser? Is he just some monster that we're not, paying attention to? We're here to talk about it. In my opinion, I'm gonna give you my opinion straight off the bat. I think this was two crazy, narcissistic people in love, regardless. I think these were two narcissistic, crazy people who just found love in a hopeless place. Like, shout out to Rihanna. You got Jonathan Majors, asking, telling his white woman she needs to be more like Michelle Obama and Coretta Scott King. She's white. What? We're going to get into that. But Jonathan Majors and his ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabbari, I think that's her name. Her name is Grace Jabbari. But, he's facing a criminal trial. I don't know exactly how many years he's facing, or, I'm not too sure about that. Shout out to Dr. Strange. Shout out to Jadero. Shout out to Sinclair. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now. Shout out to everybody that's out there talking in the chat right now. Salute to everybody in the chat. But, I don't know how many years he may get if I don't know how many years he may get if he's convicted. But it's not looking good for him. And I put a poll in the chat. So if you guys want to service the chat or service the poll, does the MCU need to drop him? Does the MCU need to, do their due diligence and drop the man? Because, it doesn't look good for the MCU brand. It doesn't look good for, I believe he's on the Loki series. I don't think that's a good look. I don't think it's a good look to have these charges out there. They may have to drop this man. They may have to get rid of him, indefinitely. But we're going to play the video very shortly. But I also want to talk about this real quick. Hold on. Let me just put this up real quick. I'm on that sucker stuff early. All right. Did this white woman respectfully, right? Did this white woman respectfully scare Jonathan Majors so much that he had to run into the arms of a black woman? We're here to talk about it. Because, this man, Jonathan Majors, he strikes me as a man who likes to go bunny hopping, right? He likes to go from one bunny to another bunny to another bunny to another bunny. But, maybe this whole experience, there's something called a nigga wake-up call, right? I'm starting to think Jonathan Majors had a nigga wake-up call with this white woman, and he said, you know what? I got to start dating black women again. That's what I'm starting to believe, because, this looks like a whole traumatic experience. We're going to play the video. The man looked like he was scared straight. He was hitting the Forrest Gump. Running with every inch of energy he had in his body from that white woman, right? We're going to get into it. But, did Grace Jabbari respectfully, scare him to the point where he had to run into the arms of a black woman? I think we need to talk about that. I think that's, we'll circle back to that. But ultimately, let's get to the video. We have to get to the video. Again, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's get to this video, though. I think it's of critical importance that we get to this video. Now, this video comes by way of TMZ. of the whole assault, the whole thing, the whole shebang that happened. Let's get into it. Let's break this down. Let's look at this thing. Hold on. Well, give me 1 second. Okay. So yeah, you see the video. It's a little murky, but you see the video. You see two Jeeps. I believe that Jonathan Majors and his little, candy girl, his little, little Snow White princess is in the car with him. Let's take a look at this. Dr. Strange says he hit a second gear on her too. Dr. Strange says, I don't know, that footage got him looking kind of good now. You think so? We're gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down, Dr. Strange. We're gonna break it down. But let's get into it. So you see these two cars, they're side by side. Now there's some type of like I don't know if that's like their entourage or something like that, but there's another car right next to them. And if you look closely, they said that Jonathan Majors picks her up at some point. He like picks her up and moves her at some point. Right? So we're looking at that. So there's like some type of altercation going on in that car where, somebody's putting hands on somebody's, slapping somebody. I'm guessing Jonathan Majors, he got an elbow to the face, maybe a stiff kick to the sternum. Okay. So now they're out of the car. Now they're going to the sidewalk. Okay. They're walking to the sidewalk. Now you see Jonathan Majors, they're right here where my arrows point. They're right here. So you see Jonathan Majors and Grace Jabbari. They're walking towards the sidewalk. It looks like he's trying to get away. He's trying to walk away or trying to get away. Let's continue. Now he's running now. Look, he's doing a 4-yard sprint now. He's trying to get up out of there. He had enough of this white woman. He's trying to get up out of. He's trying to get out of Dodge. He's trying to get away from these charges. That's what he's trying to do, right? So he's running. Look. He's fighting her off. He's pushing her to the side. He on some linebacker. He's trying to get away from me. White what? He's trying to get away. Shout out to Sinclair. Sinclair says, join the chat. Salute to Sinclair. But he's trying to get away right now. He's trying to hit a 4-yard dash. Let's continue. Oh, this is a closer angle. Now you see. You see them like, they're in the back seat. There's like something going on. Okay, he gets out. Okay, now they're on the sidewalk. Now look. He's trying to get away from this woman. Get away from me. Look. She grabs his arm. He pushes her off. He runs. This doesn't look like, I'm going to be honest with you. It doesn't look like, he's battering this woman. It doesn't look like he's beating on this woman. It doesn't look like that to me. This is just my opinion. Jadero says, yeah, he out of there. He is out of there. Because I'm pretty sure he knew that there was going to be some type of charges coming down. When you're dealing with a white woman, respectfully, that's a possibility that you may have to deal with some charges if something goes, left. Sinclair says she's the aggressor. She looks like the aggressor to me. She's grabbing on his arms. He's like pushing her off. Look. He's doing a 4-yard dash. Look at him. Got the trench coat on. Running in the streets of Los Angeles, trying to get away from this white woman. She's running him down. Where you going, nigga? I'm messing up all your movie roles. You will never get another MC role in your life. She was walking him down. Was she trying to ruin this man's career? Is this just a scorned lover trying to get back at her ex? Let's continue. But she's running after him. She's making it seem like he's just some serial abuser and monster. It looks like he's running away from this woman. Continually running. He's running for dear life. Like he probably ran to Megan Good's house. Did he run to Megan Good's house? He's doing a lot of running here. Let's get back to that. Running, still running. To me, honestly, it looked like he's trying to get away. You know, if she's trying to run with this thing that, oh, he was abusing me and all this stuff, to me, it looked like he was trying to get away. Sinclair says he was hurting her and she was scared. Why would you chase him? Exactly. If this man is abusing you, if he's, giving you, right hooks to the face, punching you in the face, wilding out on you, abusing you, why are you chasing him down? You don't look like a scared, lily white woman to me. You're running to the domestic abuse if you ask me. Look at that. Look. He over here cutting corners. He cutting corners, running down the block. She's still chasing him down. He's doing everything in his will to get away from this one. Look. He's doing everything to get away from this woman, if you ask me. How is she gonna spin this? How do y'all think she's gonna spin this? Because in my opinion, he's doing everything to get away from this woman, if you ask me. Dr. Strange says he did something to her. She would have called the police when she was talking to that group of people on the corner. Exactly. That's gonna come up soon. Sinclair, she says, is the car still in the intersection? That's another thing. Was that car just sitting there? Who was driving? I think they had a driver. I saw something about a driver, so I believe they had a driver. He's a celebrity. I'm sure he had a driver. But to me, it looked like this man was running, he was running like a runaway slave, trying to get away from this white woman. Right? He was running like Catcher Freeman. He was running like Kunta Kinte. He was running like Frederick Douglass. Nat Turner. He don't look like he was running away from really he was running away from those charges, really. But this don't look like no brother that was, beating on this woman. I'm gonna be honest with you. Look at him. He's almost running out of his shoes, cutting corners. He's hitting juke moves. He's hitting juke moves in the streets. He's doing everything to get away from this woman. And she's just running him down. Here she comes, she's almost like Freddy Krueger chasing this black man down. Get back here, Jonathan. You're gonna get these charges, Jonathan. You can run all you want. She's like the white Freddy Krueger. She's like the white female Freddy Krueger. She's like the white female Jason. Get back here, Jonathan. You're gonna get these charges one way or another. You can run as fast as you want, Jonathan. You're gonna get these charges. Was she the white Freddy Krueger? Was she the domestic violence Freddy Krueger? Where she was walking him down, letting him know, I don't care how fast you run, where you hide, you're gonna get these charges, nigga. Dr. Strange says he got an NFL level stiff arm. Dr. Strange, you see the way he was hitting them juke moves? Hitting them corners. They didn't give him a tryout for the Patriots, man. He was hitting them corners, hitting them slants. And they put him on the field. Yeah, it looked like he was trying to get away from this woman. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. So this is the part Dr. Strange is talking about with the white people on the corner, where it was some white guy with the white hat. And here comes Jonathan. He comes walking down the street. Jonathan Major. He's trying to get away from this woman. So they see him on the street. He's walking down the street. He's like coming down, and they just look at him like, yeah. So she's like, she's trying to play the victim right now. Like, oh, he just beat me. He just did this. He just did that. She's trying to get some people on her side right now. I'm guessing that's what she was trying to do. I'm guessing here comes Jonathan Major. This is Jonathan Major right here with the dude with the black coat, the black trench coat on. That's him right there. So she's like telling him, yo, that's him right there. That's him right there. See? She go walking up to him. You know how white people are. You know, sir, did you do this, sir? Get back here. We're calling the cops, sir. Get back here, sir. Did you do this to this woman, sir? Get back here. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. He knew it was gonna be some police, involvement in this case, man. He knew. He knew. I truly believe Jonathan Major knew where this was gonna go. He knew where this was gonna go. He knew that there was only one way for this thing to go. Dr. Strange says, "Hey, man, that was a red flag. He pushed off. Penalty on the cornerback." Yeah, man, he was out there, hitting slants, hitting juke moves, giving people stiff arms, giving cars stiff arms. Man, he was doing all of that out there. Here he comes with the black coat, though. That's him. He probably act like he ain't know them. He's trying to go to a hotel now. I don't know though. It looks, even though is that her still chasing? That's her still chasing him. She's still chasing him. And I'm guessing this is is this the body cam footage? What is this? I guess this is when they go to the house. So they go to the house. I guess it's a police body cam. So they go up in the crib. This is nutty. Yeah, this looks crazy already, though. If that's her on the floor, that's crazy. Oh, yeah, I think that's her on the floor. Yeah, man. Nah. See, he messed up. Let me tell you where he messed up at. After all of that occurred, he let her back in the hotel. That's where he messed up at. He looks bad. I'm gonna be honest with you. He might lose this case. Shout out to Sinclair. She says, like, subscribe, and hit that, turn on that notification. Join the chat. Exactly. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Dr. Strange says, crazy part is when they parted ways, cameras show him go home and her go back to the club. Exactly. Wow. Now, let me ask y'all this. Why is a woman that's in a relationship, a high profile relationship, let me ask y'all this question. Why is she going to the club? Why is a woman in a high profile relationship that just went through an argument with her man, why is she going to the club? She goes to the club, right? After that whole dispute, she runs after Jonathan Major. She runs after him, right? They have that whole little dispute. She goes to the club, right? And then after the club, she goes back to the place where he's at, and she's in the closet somewhere. To me, it's just like, this woman is kind of nuts. This woman is like, she's unhinged to be doing all of this. Like most people when they get into an argument with their girlfriend, when they get into an argument with their boyfriend, they might want to cry, or maybe want to go home and just chill, or go to their friend's house. This girl, she went to the club. She went to go have this argument with this man, and then she runs to the club to go shake her behind. She probably twerking on the speaker somewhere, and then she goes back to her man. To me, it just seems kind of fishy. It seems kind of suspicious. Doesn't that seem kind of suspicious? Shout out to Umar Johnson. It seems kind of suspicious to me. Seems kind of suspicious. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now hold on. We're gonna get to that later. So okay, we're gonna get to that later. But I mean, that whole video just seems kind of suspicious to me, if you're asking me. Do I think Jonathan Majors beat this woman? I'm gonna be honest with you. He was running for dear life. I mean, unless he punched her in the face or slapped her in the face, and then all of a sudden he became scared of her. I don't see where people are saying, like, he did this to her, and then he's like, I mean, I never seen Ike Turner do that, right? Have we ever seen Ike Turner slap Tina Turner, and then all of a sudden he starts running from her? I've never seen that. Mostly when an abuser abuses, he's like, he has the dominant role. Shout out to Reese. I see Reese is in here. He's checked in. But mostly, when people abuse people, that person, they try to dominate over that person. They try to take advantage of that person. I don't see why he would abuse her and then all of a sudden he's scared of her and he's running for his life. I don't see the point in that. Sinclair says she wanted to make him jealous and he was happy she was not chasing him anymore. That could be the thing. You know what? You got a point, because she probably went to the club. She probably felt stupid about the whole ordeal. And she was like, you know what? Let me go to the club to just make him, mad or jealous. Let me go twerk on a couple dusties. Let me shake my little bones, because she ain't working with nothing. Let me go shake my bones on a speaker. Hopefully, maybe I could bring back some dusty back home, and maybe he'll feel a way about that. That's what I'm starting to think. You might have a point with that. But in that video, just analyzing that video, watching that video, going through it, I don't really see where you could say he's just some monster serial abuser. I don't see it. I see a scared, frightened man running from these domestic charges. That's what I see. I mean, is he? Let's ask this question to the people in the chat. Is he running from her, or is he running from the domestic charges? I think that's a question we should ask. Was he running from her, or was he running from the domestic charges that he knew? Was he realizing that if I, put my hands on this woman, if I touch this woman, or if I do anything to this woman, I'm gonna lose a lot of bags. I'm gonna lose my Creed bag. I'm gonna lose my MCU bag. I'm gonna lose my movie career bag. I'm gonna lose my Tyler Perry episode bag, or whatever movie roles or TV roles he got going on. He was gonna lose a lot of bags. I mean, this man has a role on the MCU. He's on the Loki series as Kang the Conqueror. He was poised to lose a lot of money just from dealing with this woman, in that type of manner, putting hands on her in any type of way. So was he running from her, or was he running from the charges? I'm starting to think he was running from the charges more so. Sinclair says he was running from her and the false allegations. There you go. There you go. I'm inclined to believe that too, Sinclair. I'm inclined to believe that as well, because, he's going to lose a lot of money. He's going to lose that MCU bag. He's going to lose that, that Creed bag. He's going to lose a lot of money just from dealing with these charges from this woman, because this woman, she's going in on him. He could be going to prison soon. Now, what I want to do, I want to play, because I thought that this was absolutely ridiculous. We have to play this. It's very important that we play this. The phone call. I don't know if you guys heard the phone call, but I have to play it. I have to play this phone call. The phone call where he says she needs to act more like Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama. We have to play that. There's no way we can't play that. Let's play that right now. Let's get into that.
I would like to get to the point.
Actually, let me do one thing. Hold on. Let me turn the music off so y'all can hear it as clear as possible, because I want to make sure y'all can hear, exactly what's being said. Let me see. Let me just turn off the music for 1 sec. All right. Hopefully the music is off. Yeah, because I want y'all to hear exactly what's being said, because this was absolutely crazy. For the record, I think that they're both crazy. I don't think it's just her. Some people think it's just her. I think they're both crazy. But let's continue.
I would like to get to the point where your friends know what job I'm on and go, I think Grace is going to be out of commission. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I won't.
No. Do you understand that? Because that team, that unit, right? Grace has to be in a certain mindset to support Coretta Scott King.
Coretta Scott King. He's telling this white woman that she needs to be Coretta Scott King. She's a white woman, Jonathan Majors. What are you talking about? What's wrong with this man? He's trying to turn a white woman into Coretta Scott King. He's trying to turn a white woman into Michelle Obama. Like, what's up with this man? Like, am I the only one seeing the disconnect here? Am I the only one seeing like what's up with dude? Why are you trying to make a white woman into Coretta Scott King, Jonathan Majors? Let's continue.
You know who that is? That's Martin Luther King's wife, Michelle Obama, Barack Obama's wife.
Why are you giving this white woman civil rights history lessons, talking about, oh, do you know who MLK's wife was? What does that got to do with your relationship?
I know, I'm not. I shouldn't have gone out. I'm
No,
sorry.
let me just lay it out for you, right?
He sounds like a complete narcissist. Let's run this back. We're gonna treat this like a funk flex night. We're gonna run this back. Hold on, I gotta run this back. Hold on, let's run this back.
I would like to get to the point where your friends know what job I'm on and go, I think Grace is gonna be out of commission. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I won't.
No, do you understand that? Because that team, that unit, right? Grace has to be in a certain mindset to support Coretta Scott King. You know who that is?
Jonathan Majors, she's a white woman. Why are you trying to turn your white woman into Coretta Scott King? It makes me think: is he trying to? Does he have these talks with Megan Good? You need to be more like Nancy Reagan. It's like, yo, like why is he trying to turn this white woman into Coretta Scott King? I'm confused here.
That's Martin Luther King's wife.
That's Martin Luther King's wife. You need to be more like that.
Michelle Obama. Barack Obama's wife.
Yeah, like she don't know who Barack Obama's wife is.
I know, I'm not. I shouldn't have gone out. I'm
No,
sorry.
let me just lay it out for you.
So clearly this was the conversation after the club, after she came back from the club.
Right? I'm just gonna say this. My temper, my shit, my travel, blah, all that said, right?
See, this is what she's gonna use against him, because in this clip, he's talking about his temper.
I'm a great man. A great man. I am doing great things, not just for me, but for my culture and for the world.
Nigga, stop it. You're on Loki. I haven't even seen that series. What are you talking about? You're in the MCU on Loki. You ain't doing no great things for your community. Shut up. You're over here bunny hopping. That's what you're doing. You got a little MCU bag. You're bunny hopping. You ain't doing nothing great for the culture. Stop it.
That's actually the position I'm in. That's real. I'm not being a dick about it. I didn't ask for it. I've worked, and that's the situation. The woman that supports me, the
white woman that supports me, she needs to be like Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama. Okay? I know that you're white. I know that you're Caucasian. I know you're from a Swedish village in Switzerland. But you need to act like Coretta Scott King, woman. He's over here trying to turn this Caucasian queen into Coretta Scott King.
The word that needs to be
Sinclair said he's a power player. Oh, wow.
A great woman and make sacrifices the way that man is making for her and for them ultimately. Last night, 2 nights ago, you did not do that. You did not do that.
I'm sorry.
Which took away from the plan. And the plan is everything.
He sounds like a narcissist. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sinclair says he went to Yale, for goodness sakes. Did he? Is he a Yale alumni? Really? I didn't know that.
If it was just you in the house drunk, maybe I could have swallowed it. Or I would have felt bold enough like, oh, babe, let's just go to bed. Which I said, I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm not hungry, blah, 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 blah. Because Grace isn't here. Why? She was drunk. Why else? She was clogged by whatever was going on.
The fact that he's trying to turn a white woman into Michelle Obama, I'm just so confused.
You know what I mean? Fine, I can take that. Fine.
Yeah, I think they're both crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think both of these people are crazy. And listen, they probably had a drug fueled or alcoholic fueled night, and things just didn't go their way. And I wanted to put this up on the board here. Add this to the docket. She has been arrested for misdemeanor assault and criminal mischief. So this woman, she's known to put hands on men, right? So it's not like, I truly believe in this case. I believe that both of these people, because what people try to do with domestic crimes, especially when it comes to women, they try to make a heel and a baby face. Anybody that knows anything about wrestling, there's a heel and there's a baby face. The baby face is what you would call the good guy, right? It's the hero of the story. And that's what a baby face would be. A baby face would be the good guy. Would be the person that's fighting for the good, and that's possibly being victimized. And the heel would be the victim. I mean the heel would be the bad guy. The heel would be the bad guy. So in this case, I feel like in a lot of situations, I feel like, when people hear these stories, they try to make somebody a good guy and they try to make somebody a villain in the story. But in reality, in a lot of cases, and people don't want to talk about this, especially women, in reality, a lot of times, it's coming from both sides. Sometimes it's not just the man with some woman in a corner, hitting her with backhands and slaps and punching her in the face. Sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes it's equally as bad. Sometimes the woman has the man in the corner and she's giving him uppercuts and punches to the ribs. And sometimes he may be doing it to her too. So that's what I think that this story really is. I think that these are two abusive people that have been abusing one another. They have been in a toxic relationship. And that's what it really is. Will Jonathan Majors, career suffer because of this? I think so. I think this looks very bad. Whether the video of him running, it does help him in a bit, but ultimately, getting charged with domestic violence is almost like getting charged with child molestation. It's almost like getting charged with that. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. You're gonna have that on your name. You're gonna have that stain on your name. You're gonna have that claim on your celebrity status, and it doesn't look good. So when people are painting you, and when you're trying to go for these movie roles, or you're trying to get another MCU role, another movie role, people may not want to hire you because they know you have a past of domestic abuse. You're not a safe individual to put marketing dollars around. Sinclair says, was that her tape? Did he know he was being recorded? Of course that was her tape. She had the receipt on. She had some receipts on him. Any celebrity in a relationship today, especially if they don't have a high profile girlfriend, just know that your girlfriend, she definitely has, she definitely has receipts on you. Okay. She probably been had those receipts on him. She was just waiting for the right time to bring them out. Yeah, she taped those conversations. That was her conversations. She's a Looney Tune. She's crazy herself. What is she doing chasing him down? If he's abusing you, like you say, he did this, he did that, he's beating you up, why you ain't stop somewhere and just call the police? Why you ain't stay in the car and just, call the police on him? She's running after him. It shows me that, maybe there was something bigger at hand here. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Do I think that his hands are clean? I don't think his hands are clean. I think that he's definitely a narcissist. He's definitely controlling. If you're trying to turn a white woman into Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama, I don't care what you say. You're controlling. Why are you trying to turn a white woman into Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama? She's a white woman. Let her be white. You decided to be in a relationship with a white woman. You gotta take it as is, man. She's not Michelle Obama. But yeah, she has some, criminal. She has some, where she assaulted someone. It says Jonathan Majors, accuser, arrested for misdemeanor assault and criminal mischief. So, I think that it was an equal opportunity of fades being given. She used to punch him right in his face, She used to smack those big lips off his face, And he probably gave her a couple tune-ups, He probably gave her a couple tune-ups for good measure. I think that that's possible. Shout out to Nelly. I see Nelly has checked in. Salute to Nelly. I see Nelly has checked in. But I think that these were two people that were in an abusive relationship that ultimately just went sour. Now let's play a portion of that video when she was actually on the floor, because I do have that clip, and I think there's an audio to this. Let me just play this real quick. Oh, there's no audio to this? Oh wow. Okay. Well, let's see. Let me just see what she was doing on the floor. This is when they went to the house after she went to the club, and she's at the crib, and she's laid up on the floor in the closet. I don't know what she was doing. Was she capping though? I got a couple black women in the room right now. Was she capping? Was she just trying to frame this black man? Nelly, let me know. Sinclair, let me know. Was she trying to frame this black man? Let me lay it out for y'all. She just tried to chase him down in the middle of the streets, right? He was running from this woman. He didn't want nothing to do with her. What does she do? She goes to the club. She parties. She goes to the apartment or the hotel he's at. She comes in there. She goes in the closet. She calls the police, I guess. Was she capping? Was she, was this a publicity stunt? Was she trying to frame this black man? Let me know. I want to hear from y'all black women in here. Let me know. Playing it right now. Was she capping in there? Was this all for show? And another thing, were those wounds self-inflicted? That's another thing that you should think about. Were those wounds self-inflicted? Right now, to me, it looks like she capping. I'm gonna be honest with you. It looks like she capping. Right now, to me. Nelly says, yeah, she's tripping. I don't know why they didn't want to release the audio. I'm guessing, I guess they want to withhold evidence or something. I don't know why they shut the audio off. Was she capping? Was she doing this all for show? Yeah, I think she was capping, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nelly says, I don't believe her. We got a black woman saying, I don't believe this Caucasian queen. I don't believe. She's not feeling her crocodile tears. Those Karen crocodile tears. She's not feeling them. They're taking pictures of her injuries. If she has, let me ask y'all this: if she has injuries on the back of her neck, right, or injuries, because I saw there was like injuries near her ears, or injuries near her like the back of her neck and her ears. Does that mean that he was hitting her from behind? Was he like punching her from the back of like the back of her head or something like that? I mean, that's what that would tell me. If she has injuries on the back of her head, like near her ears and her back of her head, I would say, then was he punching the back of her head if he was doing that? Sinclair says she looks tanked from the 6 shots at the club. Came home and he wasn't jealous, and she went into allegations mode. Okay, that's a good theory. That's a good theory, Sinclair. How about this, Sinclair? How about this? Maybe some dude in the club gave her a good time, Maybe some dude in the club, maybe he was hitting it from behind. Right? Hitting it from behind. he was grabbing the back of her neck, you know. She was clawing at him, right? She was throwing them bones back, because you know she ain't got no body, but she was throwing them bones back, and she had a good time with some dude at the club, you know. Nice little rough, rough sex in the little rough, round sex in the club. And she came back talking about, yeah, Jonathan Majors, he was wilding out on me, he was beating on me, he was doing, is that a possibility? Sinclair says, how do we know that didn't happen at the club? Exactly. Was there some guy in the club, had her ankles behind her neck, in the bathroom stall, maybe, it was clapping them bones, playing the xylophone on them bones. Because I ain't gonna lie, what Sinclair saying is true. I think she was trying to make him jealous at some point. Because why would you go, you got to think, that was a real toxic, and I'm going to play it again, but that was a real toxic, way to end the night, or to end, to start the night. You guys hop out the car, you have this little domestic dispute or whatever, you're running after him, you try to get people to confront him when you run into those white people, and then you go to the club, and then you come back to him. It just seems like, it's a lot going on in that whole situation. Let's continue with this. Yeah, they're taking pictures of her, her bruises there. Yeah, she seems like she may be capping. I'm gonna be honest with you. The whole thing where she's laid out in the closet, it just seems very cloudish. Why didn't she go to the police precinct, right? Why didn't she, and you could tell that he's kind of befuddled of what's going on, because he if he truly would have beat her while he was there at the house with her, right? She's trying to say, I think he would have left. Why would you just stay there? Why would you beat her and just stay there, wait for the cops to come? Clearly, he must have felt I didn't do anything. I didn't touch this woman. That's what makes me think maybe she is trying to frame this man. She possibly could be trying to frame him. The hotel has cameras in the lobby, the elevator. What shape was she in prior to entering the hotel room? That's a good question. See, they don't have that footage. They don't have the footage of when she walked in there. How was she looking? Was her hair all messed up? Was her ears, looking all bruised? Was somebody gripping the back of her neck, clapping them bones, clapping them cheeks? It's a possibility. She's trying to make it seem like, oh, nah. Jonathan Majors, he did this, he did that, and he was wilding out on me. Let's play that again. Let's play that whole him, getting his Forrest Gump on. Jonathan Majors getting, hitting them slants, getting ready for the combine. I'm about to play that again. Give me a second though. Let me turn this thing off right here. My camera's froze. What am I doing? Yeah, but let's play that again with that video. Hold on, let me get to it. Jonathan Majors, he's getting ready for that combine. Here it goes. Play it again. Jonathan Majors, he's getting ready for that combine, Got to get ready for those routes and them slants. Sinclair says it was dramatic. Why didn't she go downstairs and stay with the doorman? That's a good question. She was doing a lot. You got to think of the whole aesthetic of it. She's really trying to put on a performance. She's laid out in the closet, on the floor. She's not even standing up. She's laid out on the floor, crying her eyes out. He's looking around yo, what's going on? I don't even know why she's tripping. She literally came home drunk after the club and laid in the closet, and she called the police. He looks befuddled if you ask me, but let's continue. Sinclair says the 5K freedom run. He He was running like a runaway slave, boy. He was trying to get up out of there. Play this again. I think he was running from those charges, man. I don't think he was in fear of his life from this woman. I think he was running from those charges. He knew that she was gonna put some false charges. And let me just say this, no disrespect to white women. No disrespect to white women. And on this show, I don't like to generalize. I don't like to generalize all black women. I don't like to generalize all women in general. So I won't generalize all white women. But when it comes to black men and white women, we can't neglect the history. We can't neglect the history. A lot of black men throughout history have perished, have been, deleted, have been tortured because of the false allegations of white women. Honestly, from the Emmett Tills, from back to slavery, a black man whistling at a woman, white woman, a white woman back in slavery times talking about this slave looked at me a wrong way or he touched me or something like that. A lot of black men throughout history have perished, have been accused, false imprisonment because of white women. We can't neglect the history of that. So maybe in his mind, his rational thinking mind, he knew, I got to get away from this white woman. I got to get away as far as possible before this white woman tries to put some type of charge on me. She says I tried to domestically hit her, violence. I mean, let's be honest here. Shout out to Sinclair. Sinclair says like, subscribe, turn on that notification, and join the chat. Exactly. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you join the chat. Hit that poll too. Hit that poll. Let me know. Will MCU drop him? Will the MCU drop him? Will the Marvel Universe drop him for the mistakes he has dealing with this snow bunny? Let's continue with this video though. Here you got, see, the car stops in the middle of the street in the intersection. They're having like a little altercation in the back seat there. Okay, they got a little, getting a little fisticuffs in the back. I can't really see what's going on. They said that Jonathan Majors picks her up at some point. I don't see that because it's a little too blurry. But here it's clear as day. He's trying to get out of there. He's trying to run away from this woman. Look, get off of me. He's like, he's hitting her with the stiff arm, hitting her with jerk moves. Look, stiff arm. He had to stiff arm this white woman to get away from her. Here you go, running the 4K, hitting the 4-yard sprint. He's on the 50. He's on the 60. He's on the 70. He's on the 80. His touchdown is in the end zone. He was trying to get up out of there. He already knew. He knew that as soon as the police showed up, the Marvel executives, the movie directors, his agent, Michael B. Jordan was going to call him. All of them was going to call him and let him know, listen, man, we'll no longer be needing your services. We're gonna go. We're gonna change in direction. We won't be needing you for the next films. He knew that. He understood that he was going to lose M's. He was going to lose millions because of this woman. So he was trying to get out of it. He was trying to do the 4-yard dash, and you can't blame him. Nelly says touchdown, Tampa Bay Bucks. He was running slants, Nelly. He was trying to catch a Hail Mary pass, trying to get away from this white woman. Respectfully, he understood the mission here. Still running. And she almost got hit by a car. She almost got hit by a car trying to run after this man. Look, he yo, that's the funniest part is when he tries to hit that corner. That corner is hilarious. Yeah, he was trying to get out of there. She can't say that he was like, you know, chasing after her, or he was like, she can't say that. If she tries to run with the, yeah, he was like chasing after me and beating me, like, this is evidence that he was trying to get away from you. So, you know, if she could probably run with the narrative that you know, he hit her in the car and he tried to get away. But she can't run with the narrative that he was chasing after me and I was trying to run away and get away from him, but he was just so obsessed. Sinclair says, imagine driving by that, a white lady chasing a large black man. Yeah, you know, Jonathan Majors, he's built like a stainless steel refrigerator. He's built like a stainless steel refrigerator, man. He's a big dude. He got this little dainty white girl chasing him down in the streets. He hitting her with stiff arms, junk moves, hitting slants on her, trying to avoid her. Nelly says Sinclair people probably didn't know what to think. Well, you know, it was nighttime as well. It was like nighttime. You know, people were going to the clubs. They was heading to the clubs that night, hitting the bars. So, you know, a lot of people probably wasn't even paying them no attention, to be honest with you. Because they, you know, it's probably like a Saturday or Sunday night or Friday night where, you know, you always see something crazy or weird going on those nights, and people were going to the club. So I'm guessing that, you know, nobody probably thought nothing of it. And this is probably like one of those posh neighborhoods where, you know, you would probably see something like that. Yeah, that slow-mo is ridiculous of him running. And she just hitting like a very brisk walk on him. Get back here, Jonathan. Get back here, Jonathan. You're gonna get these charges. You know you hit me. Get back here, Jonathan. You better you better get back here. That's what I think she was saying to him. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. After watching this, I think she set him up. Allegedly. I think she set him up. Looking back at this, I think she set him up. Everything looks cloudish to me. Even like, let me tell you. Actually, let's go back. I'm sorry, but let me just go back. I'm gonna tell you why I think everything looks cloudish. Right. This is how everything looks cloudish to me. Right. Let's start at the top. First of all, it's very cloudish to have an argument in the middle of the street. I know you can have arguments anywhere and things just happen, but it's very cloudish that you could pull over the car and have this dispute. The fact that you had to get out the car in the middle of the street, very cloudish. Very cloudish. And I'm guessing that this is a major street. This is a major street somewhere. So he probably knew there's probably cameras around here somewhere. So, but it's very cloudish to get out of the car in the middle of the street at an intersection. Very cloudish. So, you know, she's starting up a fuss. She's yelling back and forth for him. They're probably having a heated argument. He probably said something to her that he didn't like. She's chasing after him. Where do you think you're going? You're not leaving me. I'm white. You can't leave me. He was like, listen, I'm getting out of here. I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you and your mayonnaise. You're not my mayonnaise queen anymore. I'm getting out of here. He had enough of her. But, I mean, all of this looks cloudish to me. The chasing of him in the streets. And how much you want to bet? I think that she was yelling at the top of her lungs when she was chasing him. I think she was yelling at the top of her lungs, hoping to get people's attention. Like, stop him! Where are you running? Stop it, Jonathan! You know you hit me. That's what I think she was doing in the middle of the streets. And then let's skip to this, right? Because let's skip to this part, right? Keep in mind, it's like 3 or 4 white people. Let's get to this part. All right, hold on. You get to this part where it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 3 white people here. She runs into them, trying to get their attention, trying to get her to help. I think that her goal was to, you know, I think ultimately these 3 people, I think they called the cops at first. I think they called the cops. And they also didn't show this white dude right here with the cap. He was gonna fight Jonathan Major or try to fight him or something like that. He tried to buck up at him at one point. Yeah, all this looks cloudish to me. She's trying to get the attention of those people. Hey, are you hurt? Did some brolic still a stain looking nigga abuse you? Let's call the cops on him. Yeah, he's about 5'8". It's like 320 pounds. He's built like a stainless steel door. Have you ever seen a Loki? Have you ever seen the Creed movies? Oh yeah. He has a role in that. Oh, you talking about Jonathan Majors? Yeah, that's him. And then all of a sudden they see this 5'8", 320 pound nigga walk down the streets with a big trench coat on. And, they was like, "Oh, that's him right there." Then they called the cops. We got 9 people in here. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Again, we got 9 people in here. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm starting to think that this is all, a publicity stunt, and she tried to frame this man. That's what I think. Sinclair said, "Isn't that her with 2 Goombas?" Yeah, she got these 2 or 3 people here. I think that she, tried to recruit these people to try to to be almost like the lynch mob. You think about the lynch mob from back in the day. A white woman would run up to a bunch of white men and request their services to reprimand a black man. I think that's what she did here. She tried to recruit the lynch mob. You feel me? Or do you hear me here? Is that what she tried to do at first? Because you already know she was going to call the police already. That was the second lynch mob. This was the first lynch mob she tried to recruit. These white men and this one white woman here. She was like, "Yo, this black nigga, he trying to put his hands on me. He beat me up. He put these bruises on me." Shout out to Nully. Nully says, "Smash that like button, subscribe, click the notification bell." Salute to Nelly. Sinclair says, "Join the chat. What are you waiting for?" Exactly. Get in that chat. Turn up. Sinclair says, now I see large Marge with 2 door goons. Yeah, I think that she was ultimately trying to recruit a lynch mob for this dude. Because they don't have it on this, but I seen in another footage that she was talking to the white guy with the white hat, right? There's a white guy with the white hat in this clip, and he was gonna fight. He was trying to fight Jonathan Major at one point. He tried to buck up at him, but the white woman that's with them, she was like, "Nah, chill out, don't do that." So she kind of reprimanded him. But the white dude with the white hat, he wanted to fight Jonathan Majors. So I think that she was trying to recruit a white lynch mob for this dude. And it didn't work. They kind of flunked out, or they chickened out. And then she was like, "Well, I got to go to plan B now. Let me go to plan B. Plan B, I go to the club. I get roughed up by some dude, and then I go to the hotel he's at, and I blame that he did it. I say that he did it." That's what it looked like to me. It looks cloudish. If we look at this series of events, it looks like she planned this. Here he comes walking down the street looking like a big stainless steel refrigerator. That's him. Look, see, she pointing at him. She tries to walk up to him. "You know what you did, Jonathan. You know you beat me, Jonathan. I'm calling the cops, Jonathan. We're going to get you, Jonathan." He's looking back like, F this Caucasian hoe. I'm telling you, I think that this whole experience scared him straight. You might never see him with another snow bunny. I ain't gonna lie. Every nigga gets a wake up call. Every nigga gets. It's sad to say, but every nigga get a wake up call. Every nigga is required to have at least one nigga wake up call their whole life. You're gonna get one, whether you like it or not. You're gonna get one, and I truly believe that this was one of his. I believe he's had some before, But he's been dating a lot of snow bunnies. He's probably in high society. He's up there, eating high up on the hog in Hollywood. Got a couple white friends. He's feeling real comfortable about himself. But listen, God had to give you those those lessons. He got to give you them tune up sometimes. He got to let you know, like, listen, man, you a nigga, right? let me give you this nigga wake up call right quick. You eating high up on the hog. You're getting all these Marvel checks. Let me give you this nigga wake up call, man. You dating all these white women. You getting beside yourself now. That's what I think happened. I truly believe that's what happened. But my question to y'all, like, this is what I want to know, right? This is what I want to ask y'all. Right? Because after this whole, thing that had happened, where they like, she's chasing him in the streets or whatever. She goes to the club, right? She goes to the club. She has she gets drunk. She parties or whatever, right? She goes back to the hotel he's at. Now, this is the question I want to ask. Why did he let her in? Why he let her in after all of this nonsense? Like, I get it. She's your girl. You love her. You care about her, whatever. He probably thought that she wasn't going to call the cops. I'm sure he probably thought that. But ultimately, after something like that, I mean, I would think you wouldn't want to deal with her. I wouldn't think you would want to deal with her after all of that. Nelly says, y'all be thinking the grass is greener on the other side, but other women will be wilding too. I mean, listen, that's true. But let's be honest here. All women of all races are crazy. Women are crazy in general. Let's be honest here. It's not about black or white, Latina, brown. It doesn't matter. All women are crazy. All races of women are crazy. They're a crazy gender. That and guess what? That doesn't, just because they're crazy, it doesn't mean that they're not good people. It doesn't mean that they don't have good intentions. It doesn't mean that their heart wasn't in the right place. Possibly Jonathan Majors probably hurt this woman in some way. Possibly, maybe not physically, maybe emotionally, maybe mentally. You heard him. You heard him on the phone call, requesting her to act like Michelle Obama, requesting her to act like Coretta Scott King. I mean, that's a lot to put on a white woman's shoulders. If you ask me, you're requesting a white woman to act like Coretta Scott King. That's a lot to ask for a white woman to do. So I mean, let's be honest here. Sinclair says not all women are crazy. We have moments. I tend to disagree. I think all women are crazy. I think, but my whole thing is this. I think that, let me not use crazy. All right. No, Sinclair, I agree. Let's not use crazy. But like you said, I subscribe to your belief. You said we have our moments. I subscribe to that. I'll subscribe to that. Women have their moments, right? And guess what? Men have their moments, right? Men have their moments as well, But that's what makes us different. That's what makes us, that's what makes us different. But the reality is, like, maybe he didn't put hands on her. Maybe he did. I don't know for sure. I can't possibly say that. But I think it would be safe to say that he damaged her in some way, whether it be emotionally or, he hurt her feelings or some way. He damaged her in some way. Because she's reacting like this for some reason. If y'all want to say he didn't put hands on her, that's cool. But he hurt her in some type of way. And I think it may be in the realm of mental manipulation, because I mean, if we're looking at the realm of mental manipulation, he's asking her to act like Coretta Scott King. Salute to Reese. I see Nelly's back. He checked in. Yeah, women, they have their moments, man. I'll subscribe to that. I would rather say women are all crazy, but they do have their moments. I don't think there's nothing wrong with a woman being crazy though. I think that there's different spectrums of crazy. Because there's some crazies that can turn a man on. There's some crazies that is, workable, that a man could work with. Like, he know his girl is this amount of crazy, but he can accept that and he can work with that. Then there's women that are just, uncontrollably crazy. That, it's, yeah. I think it's just different spectrums. That's all I think it is. But I could settle for moments. The women do have moments. I agree. Yeah, man. That a woman being crazy, sometimes that could turn a man on. I'll be honest with you. That could turn a man on, if a woman, but it has to be within the realm of, it has to be within a realm of what's acceptable, because there's certain crazies that a man is not going to accept, but then there's certain crazies that a man will accept. Like a man may not accept, a woman bitch slapping him in front of his friend. That might be too crazy for him. But if she got like a funky little attitude, he might think that's the turn on, It's like, to me, it's different spectrums. It's just different spectrums. And all of it is not acceptable, and it really depends on the man and what he's willing to accept. And well, that's just my opinion. But I subscribe to what Sinclair was saying with the moments. But in terms of Jonathan Major, man, I don't know, man. I think he hurt this woman in some way. Sinclair says, I can be pushed. Sinclair at 18 is very different than today's Sinclair. I'm not running a 5K to prove a point. Sinclair, if you truly love the man, you wouldn't run a 5K for him? Think about it. I think that she probably did love this man. You wouldn't run the 5K? You wouldn't run the 5K for him? If you know what I mean, if you really felt like, you had something special there, you wouldn't run the 5K for him? With no shoes on too. With no shoes. You got on the streets. Some people will do that, man. Love will make you do crazy things, man. Love will make you do some crazy things, man. I see. That's what I think that we're kind of ruling out. We're ruling out the fact that she's hurt somewhere. She's hurt in some capacity. It may not be, physical. I don't think it's physical. From what I'm seeing, I think that it's not physical. I think that she's hurt in a different way. And it's not helping her that he had ran into the arms of a black woman. He tried to hurt her. He tried to hurt this woman in different ways. This white woman in different ways. He done laid up in the bed with that white woman. Said she the best thing since sliced bread. He done laid up in that bed with that snow princess. Girl, you the greatest thing since sliced bread. I don't never want to date another black woman. You will, girl. Listen. I done dated a lot of black women, but soon as I dated you, I was like, you know what? I don't want to date another black woman in my life. I deleted every black woman out of my phone. I deleted my mother out my phone. Okay? That's what he told that white woman in bed. He told that white woman, I deleted my mother out of my phone for you. She probably was hurt, and then now he's laid up with a black woman, respectfully, black love. But he kind of hurt her in different ways. Love will make you do crazy things. Sinclair says, wait, do I have a sports bra and running shoes? No, Sinclair, you have on a long dress. Let's say a long dress with no shoes. Will you do a 4K for your man? Long dress with no shoes, and you're not wearing a bra that day. You're not wearing a bra that day. So depending on what your cup size is, you may be bouncing around. Will you be running after your man, you know, trying to get your love back, trying to get that old thing back? Will you be doing that? Nelly says she tried to ruin his career. He went back to black. Listen, I don't. I'm not mad at him for going back to black, you know. But you know, he laid up in bed with that snow princess, and he was telling her, you know, she's the greatest thing since sliced bread. You know, you're the greatest white woman I ever met in my life, and you know, he was doing a lot of tap dancing. You know, he got you know. He tried to hurt this white queen, you know, respectfully. Sinclair says no. Come on, Sinclair. You ever been in love before? Come on. Love will make you do crazy things. Let's stop. Love will make you do some crazy things, man. That's a fact. Love will make you do some crazy things. I know that scenario sounds drastic. Yeah, like, you know, running the streets with no shoes on. I know that's kind of drastic, but love will make you do crazy things, you know? Love will have you in the closet, you know, acting like your boyfriend beat you, but he never laid a hand on you. Love will have you telling your white girlfriend you need to act more like Michelle Obama and Coretta Scott King. Love will make you do crazy things, man. Sinclair said, I think the new girl is better looking. Oh, you think Megan? Yeah, Megan. I think Megan looks better than her. Yeah, I agree. Megan's an attractive woman. No, the girl he was dating, to give, you know, she's not an unattractive girl, but you know, she's not no Megan Good. You know, she's not no Megan Good. Let's just be honest here. She's not an unattractive woman, though, but she's no Megan Good. Man, Megan Good, that's an attractive black woman. Now, let's be clear here. So I agree. He definitely leveled up. He definitely leveled up. Nelly says, Reese, ain't nobody trying to have back pain because you want to see some boobs. Yeah, well, Reese, you over here acting like a horn dog, man. What's going on? You over here talking about boobs? Like Kanye said, no sports bra. Let's keep it bouncing. Oh, man. Men do appreciate that, though. I'm going to be honest, though. He's not lying. Men do appreciate that. Sometimes men would just rather you not wear a bra. I agree. But there's a time and place for that, though, because if she was your girl, you wouldn't want her to be bouncing around like that. If you was with your girlfriend and let's say y'all gonna get up early in the morning and then do a jog, you wouldn't want your girl not to wear no bra. You would want your girl to wear a bra because you don't want to be out jogging with your girl and she's bouncing all over the place and you got people looking at your girl like that. So it really depends. It's a time and a place for everything. So it depends. You're down a few beers? What type of beers you drinking, Reese? What are you drinking over there, man? Tell me you're drinking a cheap beer tonight. What you drinking, man? Yeah, but in terms of Jonathan Major, man, listen. I don't know. Let me look that up real quick. Hold on. How many years is he facing? Let me look this up. Jonathan Majors, how many years is he facing? Jonathan Majors is facing, let's see. I just want to see how many years he's facing with this criminal trial he's up against. Let me see. Majors is facing an assault in third degree with intent to cause physical injury, assault in the third degree, reckless cause and physical injury, aggravated harassment in the second degree, and harassment in the second degree in connection with the. Okay, y'all didn't give me no type of. Y'all didn't give me no type of, sentence. I just want to know how many years is he facing. Is he facing 5 years? Is he facing a year? Is he facing probation? Is he facing, like, what is he facing? He'll probably do get some probation. Because if I'm looking at this case, it look like they both crazy. It look like they both put hands on each other before. So I don't think he's gonna do no time. I think he'll get probation, but no matter what, he's gonna lose some roles. And I think that's what I don't think he cares about all the other stuff. I don't think he cares about the probation and all of that. I think he cares about losing some bags. He's definitely gonna lose some bags. I think that's his main focus. He's about to lose some bags. Oh, you got the IPAs? Okay. Local brands. Okay. Drinking that hard stuff. Nah, I hear you. Yeah, but in terms of Jonathan Major, man, Jonathan Major, you may have to, downsize respectfully, because this white woman, she's coming for 700%, man. She's on your back, man. She was chasing you down in the middle of the streets, man. You may have to, take an L on this one. It's not looking good. Not looking good at all, man. Sinclair says, is this his first offense? I don't know. I don't think he's ever been charged with anything. Didn't you tell me, Sinclair, he's a Yale graduate? I don't think he's a bad guy. I think he's a narcissistic, though. I think he's very narcissistic. I think he's very full of himself. If any black man that requests his white girlfriend to be Coretta Scott King or Michelle Obama, that's a sick individual. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a very sick individual. He's trying to make something that's just not there. It's never gonna be there. Oh, I didn't know he was 34. Okay, I'm thinking this dude is like 45. He got like a very old face. I'm thinking he's like 45. This dude is 34. Okay. Oh, he a Virgo too. Okay. Oh, that tells me everything. He didn't do this. If he's a Virgo, respectfully, I don't really subscribe to astrology, but if you ask me, I'm a Virgo. I don't think he did this. Oh yeah, he did go to Yale. You're right. He got a master's in fine arts. Wow. Yeah, he went to University of North Carolina School of Arts, and he went to Yale. Wow. That's why he's full of himself. Okay, now I'm starting to see why. He's one of them brothers that like the smell of his own farts. He feel like he's accomplished, he's collegiately educated. Okay. That's what it is. He's probably part of some type of fraternal order. He likes the smell of his own farts. That's what it really is. He think he can do no wrong. Okay, now I'm starting to see the bigger picture here. Okay. Yeah, okay. Reese said, I thought you don't believe in signs. Check in. I don't. I just said I don't believe in I don't believe in astrology. I don't believe in astrology. I don't believe in astrology. None of that stuff matters, man. None of that stuff is real. All that stuff is fairy tales, man. If you believe in astrology, you believe in Santa Claus, you believe in, you believe in the Tooth Fairy, you believe in all of that. If you believe in any of that stuff, you believe in Santa Claus as well. You should put, when you lose. Well, most of y'all are grown, but I think it's all fairy tales, if you ask me. I don't believe in none of that stuff, though. Sinclair said he's an artist. He believes acting is a craft. I mean, listen, he's not a bad actor. I think I seen him in the new Creed. He's not a bad actor. He's a good actor. He's a good actor, and there's nothing wrong with feeling good about being in your craft and you're an artist. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But I think that he's a little full of himself. I mean, how do you tell a white woman to act like a black woman? It's like, y'all don't think that's crazy? You don't think that's crazy to request a white woman to act like a black woman? You don't think that's crazy? Like, as a black woman, and let's hypothetically, let's say this. Let's say you was dating a white man, right? Hypothetically, let's say you was dating a white man, and you guys got into an argument, and he was telling you, "Listen, I just want you to act more like Nancy Reagan. I just want you to act more like Jackie Onassis. I just want you to act more like, I Love Lucy. I don't want you to be this black woman. Just act more like Nancy Reagan." Like, how would you feel? Like, wouldn't you feel like he's like trying to like manipulate you and trying to take away your identity? Like, he wants you to be like a white woman. He doesn't want you to be the black woman that you are. Like, I feel like he kind of did that to her. Like, let her be a white woman. Let her embrace her whiteness and be white. She over here trying to turn her into Coretta Scott King. I thought that was nuts. Reese says, "You are a Virgo. I cannot watch the check-in report anymore." What you got against Virgos? I don't like, honestly. That's why I don't subscribe to the whole astrology thing, because you'll tell somebody your astrology symbol and they'll have a false perception of you. Like, that's why I think astrology is dangerous, because you'll tell somebody, let's say you tell somebody, well, I'm a Gemini, or I'm a Sagittarius, and then somebody will hear that and be like, ew. Now, I know you're joking, Reese, but people do that. I know you're joking, but people do that, where they'll hear an astrology sign and they'll have a false perception of them. They don't even know the person. Like, you already got this preconceived notion of someone that you don't even know based off a astrological sign in their birthday. It's like, to me, it's ridiculous. Like, oh, you're an Aries. I can't talk to you. Oh, you got a nasty attitude. Nasty attitude. You don't even know me. You don't know nothing about me. And that's what I think the bad thing about astrology is. It gives people some type of, another thing that astrology does. This is the worst thing astrology does. It gives people excuses to act the way they are. Like, oh, I'm mean to people because I'm an Aries, or yeah, I like to cry a lot because I'm a Virgo, or like, it's like, it gives people excuses to act a certain way to people, and I think that's dangerous as well. Yeah, man. Sinclair says, "Look, I'm mixed. I get advice from both sides. Be more black, be more white. It's exhausting." That's your biracial struggle, Sinclair? Is that a thing, Sinclair? Honestly, because I've heard biracial people say that. Is that really a thing where it's like, biracial people feel like, they're like, they don't feel like, what's the word I'm looking for? They don't feel like they fit in? Like, they don't feel like as a biracial person, do you feel like you don't fit in anywhere? Like, oh, I'm too white to be black, but I'm too white to be black, but I'm too black to be white. Like, is it like almost like you're like on the fence where you kind of don't feel like you fit in anywhere? Does it feel like that for you? Yeah, because I've heard people talk about that, but I don't know if I'm not biracial. I'm full black. Sinclair says, "It's a freaking nightmare. I don't belong anywhere." Wow. Was it like kids treating you like that? Like, what was it though? Was it family, or was it kids, or was it just everybody? because like the biracial kids in my community, I don't feel like they ever went through that, because it seemed I've never well actually I can't even say that because I don't know what they went through because I'm not biracial. I don't know what they felt like. So you know, you got a point. Yeah. But I mean, I'm sure that's a thing, you know. I'm sure that's a thing. I've heard biracial people talk about that, where they say that they haven't felt like I've heard that before. But you know, it's something that people don't really talk about though. Reed says I might be mixed too. Gotta do a test. You gonna do a 23andMe? You gonna swab your mouth? Pause with the thing and do the 23andMe? Sinclair says it's the people who don't know I'm mixed. They say racist crap. Yeah, that's something, man. Yeah, man, that's something, man. I mean, I don't even know. I mean, I don't know. I can't really speak on that because, you know, I'm not a biracial person. I mean, I understand that it could be frustrating. I understand where you're coming from, but like when I was coming up, I didn't have any black friends. All my friends were Spanish. So I didn't have a black friend until high school. All my friends were Spanish. So and they definitely treated me like a nigger. So you know, I kind of knew from injunction, like, you know, that I wasn't Spanish because they treated me like a nigga. So yeah, but I didn't have a black friend until high school. So Reese says, yeah, but I'm lazy to do the test. Latinos are mixed race anyway. Dang, bro. Yeah, you know, Latinos, you know, you got it's like, you know, there's no such thing as Spanish, right? Or Latino. There's no such thing as that. It's three subgroups that make up Latino in Spanish. It's Taino, nigga, which is African, and Spaniard. That's what Latinos, that's what Latino or Spanish, just a homogenous pot of those three ethnicities of black, Tainos, and Spaniards. That's what Spanish is. You know, Spanish is not a race. So a lot of people are, you know, have a misconception of what Spanish is, or, you know, what Latino is. It's just a homogenous thing of Spaniards, Tainos, and black people. Reese said we should have been high school friends for real. Yeah, man, you know. Interesting, by the way, my name is Mauricio. Comes from the Moors. Oh, word? Anybody in your family is Moorish, Reese? Might be, you never know, man. But nah, in terms of this, let me just get back to it, because I realize that if I keep having these long conversation, deep conversation, no, maybe one night we need to do that. We need to just have a deep talk on here. I'm gonna just have a deep talk. Actually, I gotta do that hate-a-thon. Actually, maybe I should just do that next time. It'll just be a freestyle show. We'll just talk freely. Because now I realize I gotta edit this video to stay on topic. Reese says, I don't know. All my family too large and most live in Mexico still. LOL, I will research more. Yeah, we gotta have like a chat joint. Like I'm gonna do the hate-a-thon soon, where it's gonna be a free show where we just talk about topics, and it'll be a free freestyle show. most definitely. Yeah, open chat. Yeah, it's gonna be like that. Yeah, when I do the hate-a-thon, I'm gonna do it soon. I'm either gonna do it this week or I'm gonna do it this weekend, or maybe I'll do it sometime around the end of this year. But yeah, it's gonna be like an open chat. Just talk freely. Gotta do it. Have to do it. I'm also thinking about I'm thinking about taking a show on the streets and asking people questions. I'm thinking about doing that. Taking the show on the streets and asking people some questions, man. We gotta ask people some questions, man. Got touch the people on the streets, man. Got to do that. Sinclair says, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Exactly. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, hit that bell, hit it twice. Nelly says, I've done my DNA tests. What did your DNA test? What were the results? What were the results? I'm gonna be honest with you, Nelly. I'm afraid to do the DNA test. And the reason I'm scared to do the DNA test is because you don't know where your DNA is going. You don't know, like, y'all ever heard about that? Oh, y'all gonna have me on some conspiracy theory stuff now. But have y'all ever heard about 23andMe, where they had a big research data breach, where all the information and data got stolen from a Chinese company? And it made me think, like, you're giving your DNA to this company, and you don't know where your DNA, information is the most powerful thing out there, right? And when you give people information, whether it be on your DNA or about you or whatever, it's very valuable information. It can be used in a lot of different ways. So I was always afraid to just use that, and that's the reason why I don't want to do any DNA tests. Nelly says, I'm 92% African. That's what's up. 90. That's a high percentage, Nelly. Some black people, it's like in the 70s. Some black people, it's in like the 60s. 92. That's a lot of African right there. Reese said, this man is what? Nah, man, you didn't hear about that 23andMe data breach? That stuff is real, man. I heard like China, it did some 23andMe data breach where they took a bunch of people's DNA information, man. They could do whatever they want. Listen, man. The Chinese, they not playing with America, man. Listen, America don't want to get into no war with China. Listen, man, China is a problem, bro. Do you know the Chinese have an invincibility cloak? I've seen it. I saw it like 2 days ago. They have a invincibility cloak, man. They're training orcas in the ocean to be soldiers of war, bro. Bro, like, and we talk about something minuscule as DNA. Like, dog, you don't know what they could be using. I mean, you saw what happened with Bovid, or with that. You saw what happened with that. I mean, just go down the rabbit hole, man. Sinclair says they can use your DNA for genealogical research pertaining to investigations in the Codex. Exactly. They use those DNA. They use DNA to find people that maybe are running from the law. Facial recognition. They use DNA for a lot of stuff, man. That's why I'm probably never gonna do it, because I don't want my DNA out there. I'm not trying to, I don't know what can happen with that. Nelly said, found out I'm mostly Nigerian and Mali. That's what's up. Isn't that where most black people come from? They come from that's like West Africa, right? From the Mali area, Mali and Nigeria. That's mostly West Africa, right? That's mostly from that region. Yeah, so I think that's mostly like West Africa. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I think that's mostly West Africa, Mali and Nigeria. I know Mali is West Africa. Mali, let me see. Yeah, that's West Africa. Yeah, I'm sure Nigeria is West Africa as well. Yeah, that whole region. Sinclair said, hold on. My shit fucked up for her. Sinclair said, my cousin trained dolphins in the 90s. He took these dolphins in the Euphrates during Iraq. Yeah, that stuff is real, man. They training like animals to do like soldiers of war, man. Russia doing it too. They training like orcas and whales and stuff like that to be soldiers of war, man. That stuff is real. The US, they do that too. Like they got dogs and like, you know, cats that do that. But I never heard of a, you know, I'm sure they do it in the US too. But yeah, they normally use like dogs and cats like that to do like certain missions. I've never heard of an orca or a whale doing a mission for the United States. I've never heard of that. Stuff is real. Sinclair, my grandma is from, I can't even pronounce that. I don't even know. I don't know how to pronounce that. So all of y'all, except for Reese. Reese said he never got it done. But both Sinclair, you did your DNA test too? Like, you know, like what specific regions you're from? Like how Nelly got it, like, you know, like the Pacific like the because I saw like 23andMe, like they break down like the regions where your DNA is from and stuff like that. Have you got that done too? Country in Africa. Yeah, I can't. Reese said, man, I can't pronounce that. I can't pronounce that either, to be honest with you. I can't pronounce that neither. I ain't ever gonna lie to you. Jonathan Majors and his snow bunny. Yo, Nelly, what did you say earlier? You said, oh, y'all think it's better on the other side. Do you feel like black men do that, Nelly? Do you feel like black men try to perceive that it's better on the other side? Do you feel like black men are like, you know, they try to like, they say like, well, you know, it's better when we date white women or we date like women are outside of our race? I know the manosphere. I know they like run with that. I know that's like, you know, popular topics in the manosphere, Passport Brothers. I know they normally say stuff like that. Djibouti. That's how you pronounce it? Djibouti? Oh, nah, okay. Oh, Djibouti. Djibouti? Djibouti. Djibouti. That is how you pronounce it. You're right. Djibouti, yeah. That is how you pronounce it, yeah. Yeah, that's not one of those African names. That's like one of them African countries that off the first look of it, you wouldn't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, you wouldn't know how to pronounce that off the first look. Nah, you would have to like look at it and. That's a fact. Yeah, man. shit just dropped. Reese says, Sinclair, you're so intriguing. You trying to riz people up in the chat? Reese, is that what you trying to riz people up in the chat, man? Is that what you trying to do, man? Let me stop you right now. Let me call you out right now on that, all right? Let me make it hot for you right now. Sinclair says, Reese, I'm a nerd. The Rizzler. Just the fact of you calling yourself the Rizzler, I'm about to end this whole You just killed it for me, man. The Rizzler? What is happening here? You know what you need, Reese? You need yourself a white girl. That's what you need. You need yourself one of these white queens like Jonathan Major. That's what you need, man. You need one of these white queens, man. You need one of these mayonnaise queens, man. Oh man. Yeah, but I'm gonna end this stream, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Reese. Shout out to Sinclair. Shout out to Nelly. Shout out to Dr. Strange. Shout out to everybody that came out tonight. We up out of here, man. Y'all have a good night, man. I'm out. Toodles.
These studies acknowledge me, honestly, put the seat back in the Odyssey. Prodigy, little mama, wanna suck and to swallow me, watch time.
Welcome to the Check-In Report. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel today.